If anybody would like to come to the New Year's Day shoot, it is on New Year's Day, starting at 9 o'clock. Bring a gun, bring ammo, especially ammo. I have 20 gauge and 12 gauge shotguns that I do bring for that event and let people do use. If you've never shot before, we'll teach you.
Welcome to Lock and Load Podcast. My name is Josh.
And I'm Michelle.
And we talk to you about Connecticut 2A issues. Today we're here with Dave Bicknell, who is going to talk to us about trap shooting and the ATA. First, what does ATA stand for?
Well, thank you for having me here, first of all. And then the ATA is the Amateur Trapshooting Association. It is a organization all over all 50 states, Canada, Brazil, I believe Wales also.
Really?
Yep. Australia, a couple other countries.
UK?
Mm-hmm.
Also, just England or no?
That's where you got hung up on, not
Maybe.
Brazil?
Yeah, really.
Like England, I can see trap shooting. Brazil?
Yeah, right.
And the Brazilians have a ton of shooters. They brought every year, the last couple of years, they brought over 200 people to Illinois this past year.
Really, for the Grand? Oh, how cool.
It was something.
With their guns?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, probably
so that's a lot of paperwork.
Because they're shotguns, they're probably able to bring them in. You're not dealing with pistols or...
It's still guns in foreign countries.
So from what I was told, they could bring their guns here, no problem. We can't bring our guns there, from what I was told.
So if you wanted to go to a shoot in Brazil, you'd have to borrow somebody's?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you been to a shoot in Brazil?
No, am working on it, though.
No way.
Yeah, a couple of us. Jake Levin from Canada, a couple other guys from the States here. We're considering taking a flight down.
Next year?
Maybe 2 years. Apparently the flight is like 5,000-6,000. So give me a little,
Well,
expensive.
Let me know. That would be fun. I would go down for that and watch that because Brazil's beautiful. Gives me another place to go visit.
Pass.
No, I'm in. I'm in.
Actually, recently we had some Brazilians actually in Connecticut shooting. There's a shooter in Connecticut named Tony Lobo who he's good friends with the Brazilians. With a bunch of them, they all speak Portuguese, and he's Portugal, but and he speaks their native language. And he brought a couple of them over here, and they shot with us at Bristol. And they came. One of them came to the Fin Fur and Feather. A couple of them came over to Fairfield Fish and Game and stuff too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what exactly, because you have skeet and you have trap. So we're talking about trap today.
What are the two differences?
Yeah, explain the differences to those who don't know.
Okay. So
I have no idea.
Oh, well,
and I belong to Bristol Fish and Game. I have no idea.
So skeet is a little different from trap. I'll give you the gist of what we say is trap is easy to learn, hard to master. On the other hand, is very hard to learn, but easy to master once you get used to it. Skeet, you have two houses. You have what they call a high house and a low house. And targets are always crisscrossing.
Okay.
And you have 8 different positions to go to. Okay.
Oh, so there's 8 in skeet.
8.
Okay.
And some stations you shoot doubles, other ones you don't. But you know where the target is going all the time. You already know it's going this way or it's going that way. Your deal is to get your leads down. Once you figure out your leads in skeet, you could really figure it out. It's really not bad. A trap, on the other hand, is targets are always going away from you. You have one house. Okay. But you don't know where they're going. They're going left. They're going right. They're going straight. They're going quarter angle. And they're going anywhere from 42 to 45 miles an hour out of that house. But also in trap, we have 3 different disciplines. You're shooting what they call singles, 16 yards, which is where everybody starts technically. And we still shoot it. I still shoot it. It's somewhat easy to me. I hold a very high average out of 100. I have last year was a 98.5. That was my average out of 100 targets.
And shooting traps since you were how old?
Okay. So I started shooting. Actually, my first time shooting trap was I was 7. I was 7 years old, and I shot with a 410 a couple times. My father made that's what we had. Then I think when I got to, I think about a year when I was 8, that's when I picked up a 20 gauge, and I used to shoot this old Winchester Model 12 pump action. And there was this little stock. There was this, actually, it was a massive stock on it at first. And my father found this little thing, and we even cut it down from there. So it was like for like little people, for kids and
Committing
shit.
felonies at 8 years old.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
it. Cut the barrel off too.
Well, no, absolutely not.
no,
Absolutely
okay.
not.
You want a long barrel.
Oh, you do want a longer barrel, and I'll say that I'll get
Yeah,
that.
26 something,
Oh,
28
no.
inches.
No, so 26 to
We'll cover lengths.
yeah,
Go
we'll
ahead.
cover that later. Anyway, I started shooting with a 20 gauge, and then at 10 years old, I first time shooting a 12 gauge was another Model 12, an old, very old gun, Winchester, but that's what it was made for back those days. I mean, that gun was made in 1912. That Model 12. It
Michelle,
was,
were you like 5 then?
I was 10.
Oh,
yeah, she's like ancient, or you don't even know shit, older than dust over here. Anyway. Yeah, no, and then I broke my first 25 straight. The first time I actually shot a regular a 12 gauge shotgun.
When did you join ATA? How old were you?
So when I joined the ATA, I was in 1993, and I was 12 years old, going to be going to be 13 like 2 months later.
I was born in 93.
Frickin' kids over here.
No 2 over here.
Yeah, really. Oh no, 1912. We'll give her the 10 years.
I look good for my age.
Yeah. So then I used to go to the because I'm a member there, the Brantford Gun Club in Brantford, Connecticut, and Guilford Sportsman's in Guilford, Connecticut. I was going there as a kid, and everybody would, guys help me out all the time. I'd help them out, whatever. And we had a certain amount of guys would go out, and they would talk about shooting these registered targets. What the hell is registered targets? I know. And they went to my father and like, you need to make him do this, and you're going to go up to the Hartford Gun Club on this date here, and you're going to shoot. And we're like, yeah, okay, no problem. So we went up to the Hartford Gun Club for the Connecticut State shoot.
Okay.
And I ended up winning the sub-junior trophy, which was more or less kids. And I was the sub-junior champion that year.
Did you win money?
Not that year.
Okay, because I was going to say that's always a draw, especially when you're young, if you can win money.
So we didn't know that was actually legal until the next year, that you could actually bet money, and it was totally legal. Yeah. Who cares? It ain't nobody important, probably. So anyway, sorry about that, people. Yeah. So then I won the Connecticut State shoot for sub junior, and then we started going. People give us lists of, yeah, go here, go here, go here, and then we're going to upstate New York in the middle of nowhere, and then you're going out to Pennsylvania, and we're talking the sticks. You're like, where are we?
Amish land, clearly.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, then we went out.
Well, here's an actual question. Amish people ever show up? Because they have like shotguns.
Wait, yes.
This is a genuine question of mine here.
That's the question?
That is not a lie. That is true. And I found that this year.
But how can they do that? Because you have electric shooter things.
Wait a minute.
They can be in a car. They can't.
It depends on the Amish.
Okay, well, obviously it was an okay.
So this is in Ohio. When I went out to the Ohio State shoot this year, we shot in an event called the Back Fence Shootout. I'll get to that in a little bit. And there were, in that one shootout, one event alone, which wasn't ATA sanctioned.
Okay. So like a side thing?
It was a side thing because everybody shot what they call yardage, handicap yardage, but everybody shot from the 27-yard line, which is as far back as you could go in trap shooting. And to get into that event, it was $200. Everybody paid $200 to get into it, and they had over 530 something entries.
That's a nice spot.
And yeah, all the money went back to the shooters.
Nice.
Yeah, so there was over 100,000 in that.
Did you win?
No.
How much did?
Did you place?
No, I didn't place either. I did end up with, so the gambling pots, which are legal, by the way. I mean, shit, if if you go over a certain amount of money, yeah, they'll give you certain places will give you the 1099 or the W2G, and you're like, but you could write it all off if you want, with the expenses. But anyway, yeah, it was something, and there was one. I won a cup. Actually, won. I ended up winning like 400 and change on my crappy score that I had that day.
That works.
Yeah, I think I only shot at like an 88.
That's low for you.
Yeah, very well in the handicap.
Okay.
Now I've been having a little issue with handicap, but I'm coming back from it. And I'll get into that in a minute too. But yeah, a good friend of mine from Illinois actually ended up with a 98, and him and two other guys, they shot off for money and they all split it. And one of the Amish guys though did win a brand new Beretta.
Nice.
Because they had shootouts that night. I was in a shootout for bars of silver. 10-ounce bars of silver I was shooting for.
That's nice.
Also, too. I thought, yeah, absolutely.
It's a nice little investment.
Yeah, one of the Amish guys won a Beretta shotgun. It was pretty cool.
You've been shooting obviously now for a long time. All right, a couple of years.
30. This will be my 33rd year in the shooting registered targets.
And I've actually been lucky enough to watch you shoot and watch you compete. And I will say to everybody, it's awesome to watch him shoot because he's damn good. But it also depends on the day, like with everything else.
Oh, absolutely.
And your gun and how many problems you're going to have and this kind of stuff. But you travel all over the country for different shoots, depending on what's going on and what event is going on where. And I know there's certain ones you do every single year. I can, mark my calendar by it. But for those that are watching us today, because I know the ATA, I don't know about it right now, but I know even a couple of years ago, they weren't having, the membership drive wasn't as much. So it was kind of falling off. So what is the draw, aside from the fact that you like to shoot trap? And everybody should at least try. It's a fun game. I'm not very good, but I enjoy doing it. But if it's something that catches their attention, what is the draw? What is the benefits of, besides being able to travel and shoot, what are the benefits of getting involved with ATA?
Well, when you join the ATA, as I say, so I've been in for 33 years shooting. I could care less. I actually could say this. I could care less about my shooting now. What I care about when I go to these places is seeing friends of mine. Made friends from here to Brazil, Sydney, Australia. I mean, I got friends everywhere in every state in the union. I could call any of them right now. They'll answer their phone and I'll tell them, hey, I'm coming out for the weekend. Great. Can't wait for you to get here. They'll let me stay there if I need anything. When I tell you, these people are as good as gold in my eyes. You know
I saw it when I was in Florida at the Dollar. Yeah. I saw the way people, it's a camaraderie, and they open up their homes. They are there for you. They support you. They root you on. No matter how good or how bad you shoot, they're there.
Yeah.
The competition part is always there, but they don't take it to a point where he's shooting again, he's doing good again. Ugh, I hope he doesn't do good. Nobody does that.
It's very rare that it does happen, but it's a rare occurrence about that. I mean,
there's a lot more support though than knocking in what I see. And
technically, absolutely.
Good shooters like to help the newbie shooters coming in. I saw that too, where they kind of take you under their wing and kind of help you.
So if we see you doing something wrong, I mean, not to say wrong or bad, but if you're just not doing what, as we think you're supposed to be doing, if I see you missing a ton of targets, I'm going to come over to you when you're done. Or if you're on my squad, as I call it, my squad, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll stop you right in the middle and I'll say, if you take your head off that gun again, I'm going to slap you. Or I'll start talking.
Because that's Dave.
To you, but I mean, I'll start, I'll look at you on the line. I don't care. Again, I don't care about my shooting. I'm zoned in when I know I'm good. There's sometimes I could walk out on the line and just go like this. Yeah, it's going to be easy. I'll run 100 today. Or yeah, I'm going to break the 2. I'll break the 200. It's not a hard day. I already know I'm going to do it. Okay.
I've watched you.
Yeah, there you go.
It's amazing. And you do, and you're so relaxed. Like you see some of them that get up there because it's a competition, they're trying to win pots, they're trying to win trophies, they're trying to win whatever. And they get up there and you can see the stress. It's like in doing any kind of competition where you're going to get up. And of course, now you're also in front of a whole bunch of people because there's people walking around. There's your whole squad. There's all these different things. And Dave just gets up and do, bang, bing. It's like, wow.
So what is the tool that you use here?
So
go-to.
So right now I'm actually using two different tools, and there's a reason why. But the gun that I usually shoot is an over and under. It's an old gun made in the 70s. Actually, it's an old Winchester 10. I was shooting that for every discipline in trap. Again, you have singles for trap. You have your 16-yard singles. You have your handicap, which is yardage, and you move back. It's when they move you back yard by yard. And as far back as you go is 27. And then there's doubles, 2 at a time, and you got to pop those things quick, to break them. But I was using that gun for everything. But my gun is so old that I've shot so many rounds out of this thing that, and this is no lie, the top firing pin hole is actually, it's like open. It's more open now. It's like reamed. And the firing pin itself, every 100 targets, I was breaking a firing pin because it's moving.
Yeah.
So can I get it fixed? Yes, but there's no guarantee that it'll come back exactly the way I want it. So
you just have a ton of spare firing pins around?
No. So a couple of years ago, a very good friend of mine, Mr. Fasano, Mario Fasano, who was one of my traveling companions up until recently, he has a bad macular degeneration.
Yep.
He's still around, but he's not shooting anymore. Well, anyway, he was like, we were together every shoot. It didn't matter where it was. We were there. We went together, and he'd have to put up with me and I have to put up with him. The old crotchety prick. I love him to death.
Pros and cons on both sides, guys.
Yeah. But he, believe it or not, about 4 years ago, he gave me a gun. He gave me a Perazzi, and give me a Perazzi MX-10, which is a very expensive shotgun.
It's like getting a Ferrari.
Well, a little under that, but if I bought that gun brand new, yeah, we're talking a lot of money.
What are we talking brand new? A guess.
Just a plain Jane right now is 30 to 35,000.
What the?
It's big bucks for a shotgun.
Okay, what does the $35,000 shotgun do?
It shoots shot shells.
Yes, there you go. Shoot shot shells.
So you can go bang.
Ask the customer this. Actually, I was transferring like a $15,000 Beretta, not associated with Hoffman's. That's pretty good. And I was like, "What does this do that $1,000 shotgun does?" And he says, "Nothing, but it makes me look really cool when I miss." So is that an accurate statement?
No, sometimes they shoot smoother. They have smoother actions.
Well,
$35,000.
All right, so
they're pretty.
So you got to look at
starting at.
Well, some are starting. So I could get there's other guns out. There's plenty of different guns out there, even bigger dollar guns. I mean, the Krag-Off, you could get a Krag-Off. They're made well, technically Germany, but they make them right out in Pennsylvania too.
Well, look at Connecticut Shotgun and all the shotguns they have. Hundreds of thousands of dollars for one shotgun.
Why?
Well,
is there gold?
All right. Well,
like actual gold?
Sometimes, yeah. They'll make it. They'll do whatever you want to them. You could put any inscription in it you want. You want a gold inlay? No problem. You want a golden trigger? No problem. It's all there. They could get so the technology today, even in shotgun now, people, they'll even say, "Oh, well, what's the difference from years ago to now?" Or look what you shoot. You shoot a piece of garbage, a piece of crap Winchester 101 from the 70s, and you're that damn good. Well, as I say this, it's never the gun. Well, it's the shooter. It's always the shooter.
Because when you first started and you first got the Perazzi, you were shooting better still with your Winchester than your Perazzi because you had to get used to how that one fit and how it worked.
And I'm still having certain issues with it, but I'm getting used to it more and more.
Yeah.
So I was just out in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. I went to the Nevada State shoot, and what a hell of a shoot that was. That was the best state shoot that I was ever at in my whole 33 years of trap shooting.
That says a lot.
I mean, we shot for we shot for gold. We shot for gold coins and we shot for silver bars. They gave away a total of 480 something ounces of silver, all in bars. They that's the champion of the handicap event on Sunday. Whoever was top dog got 400 of those ounces.
But so people understand, because, just so they don't think you have to be the best to be winning. There's also, you have different categories. So you're people who aren't as good have a category, but people still win money within that category too.
Oh yeah.
So, you don't have to be a Dave Bicknell.
So do you kind of get like a handicap, kind of like golf aspect to it?
No. Well,
like in the skill level?
all right. So in the skill level, it goes like this. So it's going, so as high as you could go. Well, at big shoots, they have AAA, AA, A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
Then there's also categories. Now those are classes. Then there's category shooters, which would be sub junior, junior, and then this other one called junior gold. Then there's lady 1 and lady 2, and that goes by your age. Then there's sub vet, and senior vet, and that goes by age also. And
so it's kind of like tee boxes on a golf course. That breaks down to age.
Yeah, I guess you can go. It's a hard.
I mean, I don't know how much actual golf either of you play.
I know what you're saying though,
little.
but it's a hard. It's not an apples to apples, but it's that kind of an idea. So it's basically on your numbers. So like category D would be your beginner person coming in, or class D, meaning that you're not a great shooter, but that's where you come in and you start because you're at least hitting birds. And as you get better, you move up classes along with the age category that you're going to go into.
Speaking of birds, do you actually like go and like quail hunt or anything like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, not quail hunt
or whatever it is. I don't know.
So here we do a lot of pheasant.
Sorry, quail people. Pheasant.
So there are quail hunters in Connecticut. We don't have a native population of quail here. We don't have a native population of pheasants either. But
like stock pheasants, because Bristol Fishing Game is closed all the time now, except for Sundays.
Yes,
too, right?
So Guilford, we do it too. Well, we close from a certain time. We open up our ranges back from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then, so before that, you could hunt, you can't shoot. And after that, you could hunt, you could shoot, then you could go hunting after that. And then once it's dark out, bang out like you want, whatever you want to do.
And then Branford has hunting property. Do they still do the pheasants over there?
Yeah, they're still off but they hunt off of a piece of property way out. It's not on ours. I mean, it's our property. We lease a piece.
I was going to say they lease it for hunting. Okay. Because a lot of the clubs will have some sort of property that they'll do that with.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What clubs do you belong to?
So again, as I joined, I'm a member of Branford Gun Club up in Branford, Connecticut. I'm a member of Guilford Sportsman's Association in Guilford off of Hart Road. And I'm actually a member of the Silver Dollar Shooters Club in Florida, but that's whatever. I go down to Florida a couple times a year, three, 4 times a year and shoot down there now. I have a lot of friends down there, so I stay with them and we just shoot. And then, we eat and then we go gamble. That's all we do.
The Dollar is actually cool. It's a shooting.
It's actually
area, but they've got houses on it. You can pull RVs. They've got RV pads. They've got some mobile homes. They've got restaurants. So it's almost like
it's a community.
It's a community, but you have all the trap. How many trap fields are there?
So the Dollar has 22 fields. Okay. They also have 2 golf courses there too.
Yes, and lots of alligators in the golf course.
Yeah, the gators
ponds.
are there. They're there. I have pictures of them too.
we went looking for them in the golf cart. Just didn't want to I was worried we would go in, but we didn't. I didn't see them.
Well, with the crew you were hanging out with, yeah.
We'd see the eyes, and you'd hear them at night. I didn't see any during the day. Just saying, they were there.
So go back to that Winchester. You're cracking firing pins every 100 rounds?
All right. So every 100 targets, I was breaking my top firing pin. And so with my gun, it's an over and under. And the bottom firing pin, the bottom barrel is when I shoot for 16 yards. When I shoot handicap, that's when I would use my top barrel, and doubles, obviously on the second shot, my top barrel would go off. But yeah, so
So
I'm
now it's
still,
a single.
now I'm shooting it as a single right now because again, I don't want to keep on getting firing pins, and they're not that expensive, but
You need to change the whole thing out.
I gotta go, and once I get it, yeah, I gotta change it out, or I gotta go to Jimmy the Hook Lyons all the way
Yep.
up in Stafford Springs, and he'll take care of it. It takes him a minute, but still, I don't want to drive up there all the time. So,
Yeah, but if you change out the whole housing, it shouldn't wobble as much, which means you shouldn't be breaking those because they should be able to change that out for you. No,
no.
oh, you can't. It's all the bore is just done, or
so
the hole.
the whole is, so for the only way for them to actually do it, I have to send it to, I can send it to a guy upstate New York and a guy out in California. They have to actually weld the whole thing shut.
Okay,
That's what I was thinking.
so it's actually part of your whole receiver.
Oh, it is.
There is no
yes.
extra
To weld
moving
it,
part.
drill a
It's,
hole.
as we say, the wall of the receiver. It's that open.
Okay.
So again, if they were to do it, they'd have to weld it more or
Weld
less,
it, grind it.
weld it, grind it, and then drill it.
Yep.
And then again, you're still not guaranteed to get that where you really want to be. We're talking,
Micrometer.
yeah, I mean, bad.
I mean, if they're doing it as a profession, they
They can
probably
do it.
know what they're doing.
They can do it.
Dave's gun. You have to understand that's Dave's gun. We make it sound like he only has 2 guns. The man has plenty of shotguns. These are his 2 favorites.
Just shotguns, Dave?
No, I own pistol and rifle, but I mainly shoot shotgun. The only, and I'll put it to you like this. So I have pistols, I have rifles, I have all kinds of stuff. I have a lot of guns. I'm not going to tell you how many, although
I won't tell you mine either.
lost them all in that tragic boating accident. I have 2 boats too. So we own 2 boats. Anyway, here's the way I grew up was shooting, shooting something out of the air. I like seeing things fly in the air and blowing them up. Okay. I mean, really, you're talking
in a safe, responsible manner, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's
just
the only,
checking.
that's
I
the
mean,
only
with
way.
a rifle, you can have a stationary target and see it blow up.
No.
All right.
No. So
it's different. You see the birds go poof. It's
so
really
when you're on a trap target, skeet target, even a sporting clays target, if you're on it, you could disintegrate it where there's just a puff of smoke, not a piece left. It's just poof, nothing.
It's pretty cool.
When you're on, you're on. I actually, as I still say, after all these years of doing this, I still amaze myself when I hit certain targets. If I really, we call it inking a target or smoking a target. I mean, you're like, wow. Yeah, it's just,
Well, and it's not just, I mean, you had, like he said, they're moving out fast. Okay. But you also have wind, which that target may go out this way, but it hits the wind and goes this way all of a sudden. So you're on it, and then all of a sudden it's in a different direction.
It could drive them in different directions. It can make them go way higher or lower.
Yep.
So if target come out, instead of just coming up, nice and easy. Oh yeah. It'll go woo, yep, and way up here, and it's like, yo.
And you're chasing it.
Now you're chasing. Or some will come out and they're supposed to go to here, but it just went and just dropped out and it pushed it down. The wind's coming from the back of you. There's a lot of people that will play the weather also. First of all, I actually hate shooting in the cold. I mean, I hate it. I
think you live in
say.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's why he travels.
That's why I travel a lot too. Believe it or not, for a while, I only shot a very small amount of shoots in Connecticut. I would technically just travel, go to the big ones. Again, go to the different state shoots. I've been to every state shoot in New England. I've been to New York a bunch of times, Pennsylvania every year. I've been to Ohio. I've been to Florida State. Again,
So how is traveling with your firearms?
Oh, very simple.
I mean, it's a shotgun, so
unloaded.
Yeah, so
unloaded in the back.
So it's very simple.
Any issues ever?
Not one. Well,
He's-
actually, yeah, no, it was actually a pretty funny one in New Jersy. So
well, that explains it right there.
Well, so I was going through Jersey one day, and I was on my way to this place called Pine Belt Shooters Club. And the guy said I blew it. He said I didn't stop at the stop sign. I'm like, yeah, bro, okay, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever you want to call it. All right. Anyway, well, he followed me a mile before he actually pulled me over, and he pulled me over as I was pulling into the Pine Belt Shooters. And he comes up to the car, the whole 9 yards, and he starts asking. He says, "Okay, license risk. Yeah, here you go. You know why I pulled you over?" I said, "No, I was wondering why." He goes, "Oh, because you didn't stop at a stop sign." I was like, "Dude, that was over a mile ago, probably longer. And you're really gonna go? Okay, whatever." So then he comes back to the car and he goes, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Shooting." Shooting what? Wait a minute. I hear gunshots now. I'm like, yeah, you're at a gun club, bro.
How can he not know that if he's a cop in the area?
Yeah. Well, he was a state trooper, and but still, I'm over here like, really, bro? Come on. So he walked over and he walks around my car and he sees and right there, they're shooting right there, and he's like, I had no idea there's a gun range around here. Then he comes over to me and he says, "So you got a permit?" So well, I have a Connecticut permit. Or is your Jersey permit? So I don't need one here. I don't need one for a shotgun. You sure about that? Absolutely. He says, "Well, is it loaded?" Absolutely not. So they maybe get out of the car and I show him the gun.
Oh
I open up the case, no problem. I don't care. I have nothing to hide anyway. And I know my laws. And you're not gonna pinch me for something that I've done absolutely nothing. So I open up the case and he goes, "Where's the ammo?" I said, "Oh, well, that's in the case. That's in the cases over here." He says, "How much is there?" "About 800 rounds." 800. He didn't know what to do. So he's looking at my gun. He says, so I put it together for him and everything. I put it right there. I put it together for him. This is really nice. Oh yeah, I bet it is.
We had educational hour with Dave.
Did you get a ticket?
No, he didn't even give me the ticket. No, nothing.
All right, at least it was worth it.
Oh, but that was the only time I got pulled over or anything. Most of it is, as I say, if it's in a case, you got a gun lock on it, nobody gonna bother you.
I took your guns down to Florida when you were flying down.
Yep, I fly with guns too.
He does fly. I mean, he's braver than I am. But when I was going down, he was going to fly down a couple of days later, so I just took his guns with me, put them in my trunk, and we were good to go.
Yeah, no, I'll fly with guns. I have two Pelican cases, big Pelican cases, so I just put them in the Pelican case, and there's locks on them, and TSA approved, all that stuff, and it's, oh yeah, show me a gun. Yeah, let's stick this little piece of paper in here and sign this here, thank you, and oh yeah, take it over to TSA for me, please. Okay, yeah, no problem. And TSA, yeah, come back, and they give you a thumbs up. All right, yeah, get on the plane. See you later.
There you go.
It's very simple.
There you go.
It's a lot easier traveling with a long gun, especially a shotgun or a bolt action rifle. No, because again, nobody really, in my eyes, nobody cares about it, and I don't think they do. I mean, according to the laws, I mean, look at the laws I have here. I mean,
don't put any challenges out there, please.
I'm not, but no, not at all. I'm just looking at as pistols are heavily regulated. Anything they deem an assault weapon is heavily regulated.
So you teach people also, like I know you personally have brought a few people who are interested, and you do a New Year's Day shoot most of the time where anybody can come and shoot so that they can see if it's something they want to get into.
Yeah, I do that every year. This year, actually, we're having it again. We are actually having it at Guilford Sportsman's this year. Moving it around. I had them at the Branford Gun Club for
years.
Really, last year was my first year going somewhere else with it. We went to the New Haven Raccoon Club over in Durham, and we had a great time. I mean, all the shoots that I have are usually a great time, except for the one where we froze that year. It had to be 5 below.
It was too cold to shoot.
Yeah, we only had a couple.
We had a couple shooters. They did it though. They were troopers.
Yes, they did. Cheryl and Chris Lemos.
My husband was out there. I was out there.
Why is the Raccoon Club called the Raccoon Club?
I don't know.
That's their name.
Just the name of their club.
They have a pet raccoon. Do they shoot raccoons?
No.
I don't
know. It's just
okay.
It's in Durham.
It's in Durham. So the president of the club he's a dear friend of mine. His name is Steve Ferriola. Used to work with him too. He's and there's a lot of good. There's some decent trap shooters out of.
Walt Hagedorn is
Oh,
also, and I can't say enough about him. I
no,
love him.
let me tell you that guy is aces in my book, dude.
Absolutely.
Great guy. Yeah, Walter's a member there. He's actually in charge of their pheasant stocking. He does a lot of hunting up there too.
That man has he puts out a lot of time towards gun ranges, gun clubs, gun rights. He spends, and it's not like he has the time.
I don't think
he makes the time.
I really don't think the guy has a home.
I don't think he sleeps.
I don't think he does. I don't think he's ever home, and I don't think the guy sleeps. I think maybe he's on drugs. I couldn't say.
He's got a beautiful family, but he's just always he's always left a huge impression on me. He's a go-to guy, and he's just straight up. Yeah. I love him.
So speaking of gun rights, you used to be a former executive member of CCDL.
Yes, I'm a former exec. I left the board in May. Committee board. Yeah, we used to fight about that all the time.
The executive part.
Yeah. No, I did 4 years on the committee and everything. And
fundraising. What was the title?
So I was their fundraising coordinator. I was in charge of trying to make money for the organization, for help with the lawsuits and all that stuff. Mr. Grant's lawsuit, a couple other guys. I used to have events and stuff like that. And then I would strong arm people into giving me money too. I'm very, I'm somewhat influential. So, and I'd have shooting events, I'd have raffles, I'd do all kinds of stuff. And, but it was my time, as I say, it was my time to step away. And I'm more into raising money now for the Amateur Trapshooting Association, ATA, and our which would be actually our state organization, which is called the CTA, the Connecticut Trapshooting Association. It's just under the ATA.
Is it growing? Because I know it was struggling for a little while in Connecticut.
So in Connecticut, we were struggling for a while. We've gotten a lot of new members. I brought in 15 new members myself last year alone. And actually, Connecticut was one of the only states that actually saw an increase in targets thrown.
Cool.
Yeah, one of the only. Again, when you bring in new members, especially I also started something else, and I get that today. Get into that. When you bring people out and they actually, let's say they win their first time or they shoot a decent score, they're hooked.
Oh,
you got them hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
and they're coming, and they're going to keep coming. Mm-hmm. I did something this year here. I did something this past year. I started something called the CTA Middle 50. And it's a gambling pot. And what it is when you shoot at a registered trap shooting event, you shoot at, usually it's 100 targets at a shot. There's some 200 bird events, but mainly 100 bird. And in the handicap, when they make you move back farther is where the real money is. That's where you can walk away with with a lousy $100 to $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000, if not better. Back in the 90s at the World Championships, the Grand American World Championships, you had the lone 100 there in a handicap event, and you played the card, what they call playing the card. It was 100,000 easily. Even the Calcuttas. Well, actually, we're not going to get in the Calcuttas.
But that all depends on how many people buy into it.
Yeah.
So that's where the money varies, because if you don't have a lot of people buying into it,
yeah, then the pots are small.
You get a smaller pot, but the pots are coming back up, aren't they?
Oh, big. So
okay.
I started that middle 50 in Connecticut, and it's a progressive pot. And the middle 50 it's actually, because you're shooting 25 targets at a time. You shoot, 25, 25, 25, 25. And your second and your third round in the handicap is where you want to be. You want to be perfect. That's not easy at all. Okay. I've done it many a times, but I can't do that all the time in a handicap event. Well, actually, a majority of the time, I do not do it. Okay. There's some guys that could do it, that, as they say, could do it a lot more, but they're only maybe 50% of the time to do it. So it's anybody's pot. And what I did was I went to 17 people that were shooting, and I just started, give me money, give me money, give me money. Kind of like what I did for CCDA, and would just say, give me money, give me money, give me money. And 17 people said, yeah, okay, I'll give you $100. And that's what we did. And I started the middle 50, and I started at a $500 pot to start it. And I kept the other 1,200 in the back, just sitting in an account. So when someone actually does hit this pot, then I can replenish it with more money again. Well, nobody hit it at all this year in Connecticut.
Oh,
Not in-staters or out-of-staters. We have a lot of out-of-staters that come to Connecticut to shoot. All the Mass guys. I got guys from Maine. I got guys from West Virginia and Jersey and Pennsylvania that come. I even have
Maryland.
a couple. Yeah, you're Maryland people. She loves her Maryland people.
I do.
Yeah, they'll be actually they know how big the pot is, and the pot got up to $5,500, and nobody hit it. So next year, starting in 2026, at our first registered shoot, that pot will be available. So that's a lot of ammo. You win that. That's a lot of ammo to buy. You could win. You could buy with 5,500.
5,500, you could do a lot of things.
Yeah, I could do a lot of things. And then again, and it's only going to grow from there, because remember, you still have to enter you have to keep on entering to shoot for it. There's a lot more specifics with that pot itself, but we don't have that kind of time.
In your shoot that we were talking about, your New Year's Day shoot, it's actually on New Year's Day.
New Year's Day shoot is on New Year's Day. It's going to be held at Guilford Sportsman's Association. We have 2 trap fields there, and we have 2 skeet fields, and we're possibly going to shoot skeet. I do have somebody said that they'll help run that.
Time.
So it'll start at 9 a.m. and we'll shoot until we're out of ammo. You bring your own ammo, but
Do I have to show up hungover or not?
I'd
Either
rather
way.
you not, but actually I have Mario. I have the fat man. He's gonna do all the clam chowder again, possibly benefit stew. We
Cooks
give that
really
away.
good.
We give you the food. We don't care about it. I mean, we do. I mean, we want you to.
Well,
we want
and
you to come.
you always have shotguns available if they don't own a shotgun.
Oh, yeah,
as long
I
as they
bring, like,
The
ammo.
$35,000 one?
I
No,
don't
you're
think
not
he's gonna-
shooting.
no.
No, you're not shooting my Perazzi. That's not happening. I don't let anybody shoot that thing, just myself. And believe it, I have a tough enough time with that gun. But again, and that gun, if it was brand new, it would be worth probably in that area, but it's not.
So it's worth more.
It is a gorgeous piece. I will say that everything is hand done. That's the thing with the Perazzis, Craigoffs. Everything is hand done. All the etching, all of the the scroll, everything is hand done.
Well, you would ask, what's the difference? The difference is basically the handcrafting. And it's just to be able to say you have a nice one.
Yeah, it's like a Nighthawk.
Yes. Or any other thing.
Nighthawks are like $4,000, not $35,000.
But it's the same type of a deal. And
Yeah.
if this is your thing, and
I like what my customer said. It makes him look really cool when he misses.
Yeah.
More questions.
Yeah.
I think. Are you over or under on all the money you have spent on trap shooting and like prize winning?
Oh no, I'm a loser.
You're 98. What did you say? 98 out of 100, and you're losing
in this singles event, and that's where I my average out at the end of the season. Like last season, I had a 98.5 something or something like that. Right now, I'm at a 98.77. If in singles, in the class that I'm in, I'm a AA, AAA shooter. If you miss one, you're done. Technically,
You might slide through.
You might slide through. Like I did twice this year. I had a pair of 199s. I think I shot like 6 or 7 199s this year out of 200 in one event, and 2 of them I snuck in. Like one was in Pennsylvania in May. It was a windy day. And sometimes wind and rain is your friend. Most of the time it's your enemy. Okay. But when you shoot in the elements, you shoot crap in the elements, you could eliminate 60 to 70% of your competition because it's in their head already. This is a head game. Okay. Trap is a head game. Okay. It's a lot of concentration. It really is. And when you're zoned out, I mean, That's it. It's all you're going to do. You're just you can break birds forever. Like,
but if you pay too close attention, you can mess up.
oh
If you
yeah,
don't pay enough attention, you can mess up. You know, it does. It depends on the location, depends on, like you said, the weather. It depends on your competition. All right. But like, one thing that was absolutely awesome for me is I watched him do a shoot off for handicap. Now, his scores and his numbers put him back at the farthest place back. The person you were doing the shoot off with at the dollar was all the way back. I think it was Oscar you were going against. I can't remember.
yeah, one of the handicap, me and Oscar went.
They were just hitting. You guys went over 100 straight, no misses. And finally, the two of them discussed it, and they kind of just said, "Okay, you know what? Take it," because nobody was missing, and it was really, really cool to just watch bang, 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 and you just were like, "Okay, is anybody going to miss ever? We're going to do this for the next 5 hours."
Years ago, actually, there were 2 rule changes in the ATA at the Grand American, and they actually, one of them they called the Dave Bicknell rule. It's because we didn't miss the champions, what they call it, the Champions of Champions event at the Grand. You have to be your state champion to shoot in that one event, and it was in 2006. We shot it was 2:30 in the morning before I finally missed a target.
How many rounds? About.
We went 550 targets that night, just at night.
No
just
misses.
in that, and no misses.
That's freaking awesome.
Then they changed that rule a year later.
So they said they didn't want to wait that long?
Well, they said what they started doing was they stopped us at 200. And they gave us the option. They gave you the option to keep on going, or if you wanted to stop. Well, now that's the option.
That's what they did at the dollar then. So you must have gone 200, because I remember you came down to the option.
We've had many times where they've kept us going, and other times where they're like, yeah, no more. Everybody wants to go to eat. You know, you'll have crowds of people watching you. I mean, it's, you know, you got, they call the grandstands, you know, be it the bleachers, and people just, you know.
Well, and he does it. He shoots so many rounds. He ends up sore and raw. His shoulder goes raw.
I've opened it up. Right now it's fine. Or I've opened it up where it like bled on. It'll bleed. I'll just start bleeding. So I can't wear like white shirts and stuff, because it'll just be blood to be like, yeah, bro, stop. You know.
Well, that leads into my last question. How many rounds do you fire? We'll just say a year. What do you think?
Just in competition or practice too?
A year. In like total, everything. Estimate, obviously. We're not looking for the exact amount.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to estimate anywhere between, we're talking trap, skeet, sporting, pistol, rifle. I shoot about 50 to 60,000 rounds a year, maybe better.
That's a lot.
It's enough. Very.
It's very expensive.
I mean, when I buy ammo, I buy when I buy
the pallet.
Yeah,
He does.
I do. I buy by the pallet. You know, shotgun ammo.
Yeah.
And when you're buying it that way, yeah, you get a little cheaper, but
still a lot of money.
It's still a ton of money. I mean, really, it is.
That's why he has to win when he does competition.
For the ammo.
So technically, lately, especially lately, it's and I even tell people, like when you even new shooters, they'll come out and they'll say, "Oh, I'm just here to shoot targets today." Okay, you know, they enter the competition, but they're not playing any pots. They won't play any gambling pots, and I'm like, in my eyes, if you're shooting in the 60s and the 70s, I could understand not playing a gambling pot. But once you start hitting in the 80s, the 90s, or you're perfect, you should be playing every single pot constantly. Okay, anyone that's available to you. Okay, I mean, because all you're doing is trying, and this way I feel, I'm just trying to supplement my shooting. Okay, so if I could get a payday at the end of an event where it paid for my entry fee, paid for my shells, paid for my gas and my food, I'm actually a happy dude. I'm actually fine with that. I really am. Okay, and it's not, and there's other things besides money too. I mean, I could get some of the, like, there's belt buckles. I mean, these things are massive.
His house has trophies and belt buckles and rings, and he has all kinds of tchotchke stuff
We got
from
like a
everything that he's won.
WWE belt out here.
So, yeah, but Nevada just did that, and they did the WWE belt. And a friend of mine from Kentucky, yeah, is it Kentucky? Yeah, I think he's from Kentucky. Herbie Lewis, his name is Herbert Lewis. That's his name, and he won the big belt. He won the big championship belt, and I made him wear it and flex, and I made him go up like The Rock does, and just go absolute bash crazy. Oh yeah, no, we do that stuff. Actually, the first person who actually had that was JT. He was the first one to actually come out with a WWE belt, but he had it custom made to, shooting.
Yeah.
And it's that stuff is catching on. We're trying to do better. We're trying to do better trophies. We're trying to do things that are worth it. Again, silver coins. We do a lot of silver now, silver bars. I'm in the works with a couple other state organizations and other things to get more gambling pots going and get silver shoots going. Like we had the CCDL Open there in August. The trophies that I gave away there were 2-ounce 308 shells, pure silver.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, they loved it. Yeah. Everybody loved it. So we're talking about doing it again this year, but we'll see. I might have something actually else. I might be doing a 3-day, as I say, a 3-day New England. We're trying to get the shoot off the ground. We're calling it the New England Clay Target Championships. I should be able to sell it out if I could get the sponsors and the money.
Where are you going to hold it?
Hartford.
Cool.
This year it'll be at Hartford.
Okay.
Might move it year after.
Like that kind of.
Yeah, might move it up to Mass the year after, depending. Their laws are a little tough. Possibly go to Scarborough, Maine with it. Maybe actually Wallem Lake, Rhode Island. Wallem, that's the name of Wallem, where they have what they call it, the Walls of Steel over there. They've been doing that forever for pistols. That's a hell of a course. I give those guys credit. They love that's what a hell of a place. I love that place.
Any more questions?
Good. So the one thing I want to say is anybody watching, if you're interested in trap, if you want to know more, Dave, how can they reach you? Is there a place they can go? What would be the best avenue?
So if you're looking to reach out, if you want to reach out to me, you could actually just look me up on Facebook and hit me on Messenger is fine. Michelle could get a hold of me. Josh can get a hold of me at any time.
I'll give you his phone number.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Send him all the pictures you want.
Oh God. It's not hard. If anybody would like to come to the New Year's Day shoot, it is on New Year's Day, starting at 9:00. Bring a gun, bring ammo, especially ammo. I'm not paying for your ammo. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have 20 gauge and 12 gauge shotguns that I do bring for that event and let people use. If you've never shot before, we'll teach you. I teach everybody. We always have new shooters, sometimes 10, 15 of them.
And even the people that come.
What size ammo?
So if you're going to bring shotgun rounds, you're looking for the easiest one to find really is, the shot size is number 8 shot. Okay. But you're also looking at the dram, what they call dram equivalency, which is 2 3/4 or 3 dram. I'd like you to keep it at 2 3/4, or in 20 gauge, it'd be 2.5. And that's what you're looking at.
Number 8 shot.
Yeah. Number 8s or 7.5s are fine too. And those will work. Those are what we use in trap. And we charge you a target fee. It's not a lot of money. It's, we have to pay for the clays, obviously. And the food is free. And I have a big gun raffle, and I have not just a gun raffle. I do all kinds of stuff in that raffle. I make it worth your time to come.
And there's other people that bring firearms also that allow you to use their guns.
Oh yeah.
It's a good camaraderie event. There's a lot of people that all want to join in and, you want to learn? Cool. Let's teach you. So it's cool.
It's a good time. You got a room full of guns right in the other room. Well, you should just pick one up and just bring it right in. It's not hard.
You might actually like trap, believe it or not.
I will say this. So there's also.
I plan to be hungover at 9 a.m.
Well, don't worry. Just
go for noon.
Yeah, we'll see you at noon.
Oh, okay.
That's when I usually go.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Because that's when you shoot.
Yeah,
maybe we'll do a mobile lock and load podcast.
I try not to do the first thing in the morning any day, but especially
not a morning person.
Actually,
unless you're on a cruise, then she's a morning person.
Yes.
That's
different.
Oh yeah, that's different.
It's very.
But that's about it. Anything else you want to add, Dave?
No, we covered a lot, maybe another time. But as far as I'm concerned, guys, thank you for having me on.
Great.
I
Thanks for
really
coming.
appreciate it. I'm honored to be here. I really
Should be.
fuck off. Don't edit that out.
I'm clipping that. Oh, my name's Josh.
And I'm Michelle.
I'm Dave Bicknell.
And we'll see you guys next time. Lock and Load Podcast is sponsored by Lock and Load Firearms, Connecticut's #1 rated gun store and pistol permit class on Google. Come check us out, 1573 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike in Southington. Lock and Load Firearms.
Lock and Load Podcast is also sponsored by Patriot Wear Holsters, custom-made Kydex holsters locally made in Waterbury, Connecticut. www.patriotwearholster.com and use code LNL Podcast for 10% off your purchase. Orders available for shipping or pickup at various locations.